President Trump was reportedly impressed with the Bastille Day parade in France. He visited there last year. Now he wants to organize a military parade in Washington. General Jack Keane joins us. Do you like this idea? A big military operation, not operation, a big parade in D.C.? You like the idea?
Now, you know, the American military is kind of a reflection of the American people. You know, we're not very showy. Our uniforms are kind of practical. We spend most of our time training for war and actually fighting wars around the world. A lot of these other militaries, they've got real fancy uniforms. They spend more time on the parade field than they do ever fighting anybody. So that's kind of what the president got exposed to. And it sort of grabbed a hold of him a little bit. And,
you don't really want to see a big military parade in D.C.,
well, no,
do you?
Well, here's what I think will happen. If the commander-in-chief wants to have a military parade, you know, the Pentagon's not going to say no to him. They probably won't do it on the scale that the French will do. I mean, we've done national military parades in the past, but they really are the exception. After World War I, understandable. World War II, quite understandable. Desert Storm. And we parade around on our military bases and do military reviews because we have to do certain ceremonies from time to time. We invite the local communities. But big parades, and if we came up in a parade, we'd probably be in our fatigues or our battle dress uniform as opposed to these fancy uniforms with all the gold braid and all the swords and sabers that these guys have, you know.
Okay, but it would be a good counter to North Korea, wouldn't it? It would show Kim Jong Un, hey, look what we've got.
Well, we could never do a parade that he does. I mean, he has 600,000 people just standing there all at attention watching it, and hundreds of thousands marching, and every little instrument and toy he owns is on parade there. You know?
Why are you so contemptuous, General? I mean, you say, yes, our guys fight real wars, the rest of them just parade around in fancy uniforms.
I mean, it's not that we don't know how to parade, we do, but it's not what we do. But what we do is we fight the nation's wars, protect the American people. We don't have fancy uniforms. We're a reflection of the American people. We're very pragmatic.
What do you make of Kim Jong Un's younger sister going to attend the games, and Vice President Pence saying, well, maybe we'll talk to the North Korean officials, and I believe Mr. Tillerson, Secretary of State Tillerson, has said something somewhat similar. What do you make of this kind of kumbaya around the Winter Olympics?
Well, I think she's going in, obviously, in reaction to the Pence is attending, and certainly the president's daughter is attending. But listen, if we talk, that's fine. I mean, talking is better than shooting. But I know for a fact, just having been talking to guys in the White House last night, that we're very clear-eyed about what's happening with North Korea. We know for a fact that they're promoting these discussions because of goodwill, and he's going to get something out of that. Kim Jong Un is trying to drive a wedge between us and the South Koreans and the Japanese, and that's not going to happen. And what's likely to happen is we'll return to our military exercises after the Olympics are over. He'll probably fire another ballistic test missile, you know, a number of weeks from now. And we're going to hunker down and make certain that we're shut this guy down economically, and we've just got to do that. And there's a back door there in North Korea where he's getting supplies from ships and some fuel. I think we should blockade it with our Navy and just shut him down 100%.
By the way, General, if you want to see a real good military parade, go to Prince Harry's wedding and you will see the Grenadier Guards march.